Alan, you saw the Rings of Power season 2. Before you give us the review, please set the table for us.
Set the table.
Can you tell us what the experience was, where you and Dante went, how many people were there? It was packed.
Yeah.
You turned away fans.
Exactly.
Tell me all about it.
Huge line to get in.
Yeah. I mean, for me, the drive was a little over 2.5 hours long. Dante and I showed up. We showed up at 6 for a 7 o'clock showing. Showed up an hour early because we wanted to make sure we got in line and would get in. And then when we showed up, no one was there. They didn't even have the table set up yet. So Dante and I went to get dinner, and then we went back, and there was a table, and we got in. Screening theater was half full. The front section was completely empty. There were a lot of seats available, and so I would say about half. People were, very, very polite. Everyone was very polite to each other. There was one Gandalf. And I think people were ready for a great evening, compared to when season 1 came out and we all went to the sneak peek of that one. I saw it at a local theater in their premium theater, and it was packed. It was
packed. I went also the last time. Obviously, I didn't go this time, but it was packed.
Yeah, people were excited.
And people were turned away. What was the mood at this screening?
Yes, very polite. Very polite. I mean, I don't want to give away some of the juicy stuff because it'll be part of the review. A nice couple behind us. I was out getting a soda, and a gentleman was on.
Wait, the couple? You mean the 2 guys behind us?
Yeah, the guys behind me, and they were on a date. And I was getting a soda, and the guy asked me, "Hey, my friend here, he's a big movie fan. What candy should I get for him?" And I said, "The red vines. Get the red vines." And he said, "Thank you." And we had a nice little chat, and we go back, and they sat right behind us, and they really appreciated my suggestion. Yeah, Dante heard the whole thing.
Yeah, because at some point they were talking about pronouns, and I just figured, okay, we're in LA, why not? Because they were talking about their family's pronouns, and didn't know they were on a date though. So good for them, I guess.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it. So I was texting with Gary. He said about 35 people were at his screening.
Wow. Okay.
So he had the same experience, basically empty. Now, when I went to get these, I tried to get tickets that were near you. They were sold out. According to the thing, they were sold out. So did people overbook and then decide not to go? And also, to be clear, how many episodes did you see?
Two.
The first 2 episodes. But tomorrow they'll release 3. So tomorrow we'll be able to see a missing episode, which Dante is excited to see tomorrow.
And you did get a voucher for refreshments.
No.
What?
Yeah.
No, they cheaped out on us, man.
All right. That sucks. But
no popcorn, no drinks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's actually dive right in.
Yeah.
And start talking about it. I think.
Yeah. I will say that
Galadriel. Galadriel.
Now, what scene was that? Can you?
That was
What the? No, let get into it. Let's. I really want to hear. And I know Dante's a huge fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
First season.
Let me just say, after the 2.5 hour drive to get there, I was exhausted, and so I was just fighting to stay awake during the first 35 minutes of this show. But go ahead, Dante. Tell us.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was actually just watching Amanda Stenberg's video on the Acolyte being canceled, and I was more captivated by that, to be honest with you. No, man, look, I'm exhausted too. I'm loopy right now, but I only saw the first 3 episodes of the first season, so I didn't even see the full season. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It was terrible. Same thing. I was fighting to stay awake. I was pinching myself. It was just dumb. It was dumb. Here's the thing. I'm not even a Tolkien fan, if I'm being honest. I loved the first trilogy. I hated the Hobbit trilogy. I thought it was dumb. So look, I never read the book, so I don't know how accurate the Rings of Power is to the book. I just know as I'm watching it as a casual, as a newbie, and I was bored out of my mind. And I just thought it was extremely stupid for them to do Sauron in this way. I was telling Alan, it takes away from the mystique of the character, man. It's the cool thing about Sauron in the, at least in the movies, is that you don't know anything about the guy, right? In this show, he's like a flim-flam man. He's a con man. He's goofy as hell, and he's the all-powerful Sauron. No.
Yeah, I agree. I was bored. I had the same reaction from the sneak peek from season 1. When the first episode was over, I couldn't believe we have one more episode left. A lot of it just here's the biggest problem with Rings of Power. It's a story of people doing things. There's no subtext whatsoever in this show. It's about, we got rings. We got to destroy the rings. Should we destroy the rings? Maybe we should get more rings. And then you have, the mysterious stranger, Gandalf or whatever that is. And with was it Poppy or was it, I forget the other girl's name. But
or what I call the hobo and the 2 lesbian midgets, right? Yeah. I mean, that's basically what they were.
Yeah, they were wandering the desert, and they were doing a thing where basically it was the mysterious stranger, testing his powers out, and that's what they did. They tested his powers out, and it got increasingly worse. Then you got the dwarves and Disa, and they're Barad-dûn, and the cave starts collapsing. But there's a beef between the main dwarf and his father. It's just people doing things. We got to go here. Now we got to go there. I'm going to show up here. Tell them to go away. Zero subtext. And it's just, I don't know why. If I didn't see the first season, I don't know why people are doing what they're doing. All is, by the way, I hate to spoil this, but Haldren or whatever that guy's name is, he's Sauron.
Yeah, but everybody knows that.
I know. I mean, okay. So the show, episode 1 opens with Sauron with Adar and his gaggle of orcs, and Sauron claims his kingship over these orcs, and they wind up beating him up like a bee, and I mean, this is the point where, Sauron isn't menacing. All Sauron is some flim-flam artist who's trying to trick people into getting what he wants.
The guy almost plays him like Loki, right? Like he almost seems like Loki from the MCU. Like that's how they kind of play the guy in this show.
Yeah, and I think for dudes, you could turn him. I guess he's cute enough to turn.
By the way, I got an email from Amazon requesting that I review the show after having seen it. And it took me to this page where you can post a review.
Oh. Okay.
This is from Amazon, by the way.
Right.
You know what? I'll give the show credit. Look, it's not all negative. I'll give it a positive. Okay. The show looks like it cost a lot of money. And I mean that in the best possible way, right? It looks like they spent some money on this show, and certain parts of it look really good. So I'll give it that.
I don't think my comment is gonna make it.
Did you make it?
How do you spell Galadriel? Now I'm only doing that to see if I can like actually see other reviews.
Yeah, here's the interesting thing. I don't know if you've been following Rotten Tomatoes, but Rings of Power is currently certified fresh. I mean, I didn't get screeners. We always get screeners from Amazon. I didn't
get them this time.
We didn't get them, but apparently certain reviewers did get them.
Let's look at them.
Yeah. Do you have? Let me.
Can you share it?
Yeah. Let me
guess. They're all positive.
You never really told me anything about the show. Like what happens in episode 1?
Didn't I tell you? Sauron tries to claim kingship over the orcs, and they kill him. They kill him basically. But
sort of.
As the show goes, you're never really dead.
They kill him.
Yeah,
sort
they
of.
Sauron.
They kill Sauron.
Yeah, they think he's dead.
They kind of kill him.
Well, look, a lot of people in Rings of Power have died to not die, and Sauron is now added to that list.
Okay,
so 86%, 42 reviews. Let's see. The Gospel Coalition gave it a plus. Screen Hub, The Verge, Times UK, of course. Mama's Geeky liked it. Look, and all these people, they got screeners, and they got
screeners.
Series. Yeah, they got screeners of the entire series, not just the 3 episodes or 2 episodes. Paste Magazine got it. NPR got it. The Lamplight Review, Joe Blow's Movie Network, RogerEbert.com, TV Guide, Seattle Times. It's kind of like, you see some big ones. Variety and Hollywood Reporter got screeners. They're really the only ones who didn't like it. But you look at who got screeners and who didn't. We didn't get screeners, but Zach Pope Reviews got screeners. Inverse got screeners. Total Film got it. Toysto.net. Yeah, which makes me wonder. As much as they criticize us for review bombing, kind of works both ways now. For Amazon to.
Wait, hang on a sec. Hey Gary, I was exhausted after my 7-minute drive. Hey Gary, you guys haven't really told me anything
because there's nothing to tell. Like we have told you literally everything.
Okay,
so everything that happens, we just told you what happened.
Well, okay, we'll add the elves get their rings. They get these beautiful rings. Yes. One's white, one's blue, one's red. They all got a box of Cracker Jacks, opened it up, and there were rings inside, and these rings give them power. In fact, this show is about the rings. It's about getting the rings. It's about destroying the rings.
And
more rings.
And a hobo wandering the desert with 2 lesbian midgets.
Well, that I'm in favor of. I should note a lot of even infamous, shows like even FNT are doing sponsor reads. And let me just say, I'm proud that our Rings of Power late night coverage here on Hollywood on the Rocks is brought to you by Celebrities Poop, which is a book that I did. It's a parody of the book Everyone Poops. We have a limited supply of these books left. And I'm proud that tonight our sponsor is Celebrities Poop, available at shop.filmthreat.com. Alan, please continue.
All right.
I'm saying I'm very proud of the sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I just get this sense that everything we said about season 1, we're going to say about season 2 is just.
So it's just more the same.
It's just boring.
Yeah, basically after these 2 episodes, I have no desire to watch the rest of them, man. I saw the first 2. I'm good. I don't need to see more. Yeah. In the first season, I only saw the first 3 episodes, and I bowed out. So, yeah, it's bad, man.
Yeah, my favorite was I mean the one of the hallmarks of this series is the inane dialogue that we're subjected to. There's a point where I forgot, I can't remember these characters' name, but the High King tells Galadriel that Sauron played her like a violin.
No. She said it. She said he played my heart like a harp.
Oh yeah, played my heart like a harp, but with a song I didn't know, and or something like that. And then the High King says, "No, you did know the song. In fact, you requested it."
Breaking news, Alan. I'm not sure if you've seen this yet.
Oh, hey.
But it appears as if you are going to be playing Master Soul. I think Dante is going to be Thanos. I can't. Have these leaked already?
Oh man.
We just announced season 2 of The Acolyte coming to Film Threat Plus, and this has already leaked.
Make sure Amanda knows that you guys are doing this.
All right, let's get
tag her.
We have to be serious. Back to our coverage of Rings of Power. You don't seem, I mean, from both of you and what I gleaned from Gary, I didn't watch his stream, but it seems like people are very unenthusiastic.
Yeah, you know what? There was a light smattering of applause after it was over. But
yeah, some people liked it.
Yeah. But before the light smattering of applause, there was a guy who gave us one giant snore, and everyone was
snoring in the theater.
Yeah, no, well, it was like, he was definitely sleeping, and then he just kind of gave a giant snore that everyone in the theater could hear.
Might have been me, to be honest with you. It might have been me.
So, geez, I don't even know how to take this. Do you think we're going to be covering this every week?
It'll just be you two. I am not watching any more of this, man. I can't.
Yeah, I mean,
I have better things to do.
Yeah, I mean, my feeling was with the first season, I was just saying the same thing over and over again. I don't understand why people are doing what they're doing. Why, look, we know where this is leading, and we know why things are happening, why these rings exist, and it just feels like that this show is just filling in the blanks, telling us, well, here's what happened before you get to the real good movie, which was Fellowship of the Rings.
Right.
And, to me, the only thing worth talking about it is each week is the insane dialogue. Because there's the dialogue in this show is so pretentious. These writers feel like they're Shakespeare, and they have to speak poetically about things. And for the most part, it just flies over our heads. There are jokes in it, I suppose, and people were kind of giving a nice little chuckle, but it's like, I think they're just bored and they need something to give them some feeling and some emotion while watching it. So they'll laugh at these dumb jokes.
Yeah, it felt more like a sympathy laugh, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't catch any of the jokes.
Yeah. So
I thought they were laughing at the show, not with the show. So
yeah. I mean, the dialogue, there's, they warned us we weren't allowed to pull our phones out during the screening. Because if I could have, I would have just taken notes on the dialogue. And like I said, the funniest one, the ones that I can actually remember, is the one about he played you like a harp.